Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? Every day of another day to recall. Oh my God. Thursday. Anybody been said what's good, people? I'm just got the giggles. I guess because I don't know. I should have shared this out. Anyway. Okay, let's get to the story at hand. Now, you already know we were going to talk about reference to Star because we want to talk about, what happened with the previews as far as what I saw. Wanted to make sure it was not exactly what I heard, which I found that I did hear what I thought I heard. So, and the thing about it was like, of course, I'm a Gemini, so it kind of gave me a little bit of time to think about it and stuff. And it's, life imitating art and stuff like that. And, I balanced it out as far as that, but I'm going to be honest with you.
Some little boy was after Raven, y'all. She didn't watch.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. You're right. I didn't watch it. I watched it, right? I saw pieces of it. What happened was, I got hungry. And I don't know, I talked about this before, I like to eat. Star is a star, and I understand my sister's already had but food is food. So the thing about it was that was one distraction, and then my friend called me, on the, what's that thing called on Facebook when they video chat, they hit it, so I was talking to him and stuff like that, and a couple other guys started coming, so the universe kept sending men to talk to me, which I thought was very funny. I was like, this is kind of odd. Have you ever had that thing, when you're trying to do something, and all of a sudden at the clear sky, everybody's calling. Like, you have nothing to do the whole day, but as soon as you started doing something, people started contacting you and stuff like that. So, now the thing is that got me the most. I walked in and I did see the part where her sitting at the table and stuff with her mother, and, and I heard the part where she said she had the pictures of her Cotton as a boy and stuff like that, and and I saw that part, but I thought about it. I was like, I'm kind of iffy now because now I get it, and it's, I still have to stand my grounds only because of the information that's being put out there, and and I know I shouldn't take that too serious. To be honest, the distraction made me think about that as much, because no matter what I was feeling, and I was in the video yesterday, I was like, I don't get this, and then the guys that were talking to me, they could care less about Cotton, the Daniels, anything about the shows. I want to know you, and it's funny because I'm like, well, you get that message up there, so they really didn't care. Now the thing about it was that with me, and I was talking, I'm not going to put you on blast because I know you're on this channel, and I know you're watching. And shout out to the little young guys on here peeking out mama. I think it's so funny. I'm trying to see, I'm a Gemini, you already know. So I have to stay focused on my conversation with you. And, I got a lot of little young guys and stuff, and I don't know what they're thinking when they look at me and stuff like that, but, that question is always, I like you, but how old are you? I said, I'm like, always telling about, I'm 80, I'm 85 years old. Oh, you're not that old. I said, well, what's the use? I mean, my thing is this. You're not going to marry me. You're not going to be with me. You're cheating probably. You just want to do something nasty to me and move on. So my age should not matter because I know nothing's going to come of it. But I'm going to be with you. And 9 times out of 10, these people are under the age of 25 years old. Okay, they're legal, but they're under the age of 25. And they're like, I want to do this and this and that. And I remind you, my videos have different subjects and titles and stuff that I'm talking about. But basically, they don't care. It reminds me of, you ever think of little Kims, they get the little grease and probably take my volume, the volume, you're listening to me talking, they turn it down, like, shut up. They're like, shut up, bitch, just jump around and move. Woo, yeah, right, so I'm like, okay, this is not what I'm supposed to be talking about, But I'm letting you know exactly what happened, the interaction that was happening to me in reference to me watching. So I'm listening to them, I'm going, I'm going back and forth with Cotton, Star in my ear, Raven, I need to see you, I want to write to you, And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go again. Now, listen. I think it's very flattering when one of the junior mints want to mess with mother, because, you know, you wake up at mother's cookies. But, honey, mother's a senior citizen, honey. Mother's old. You ain't gonna be, the only thing you could do for mother is rub her back down with some liniment and, you know, her mother's feet. There's her feet be cold. Anyway, so the thing about it was that I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna show little things. So I sent him a picture of, you know, he's like, because he kept saying, well, I'm gonna hang out with my man. I said, who, you know, and my thing as far as being LGBT, when the guy says he's gonna hang with his man, I'm like, your man, you know. So I said, well, Ross is gonna hang with you. I know you're gonna kill me for doing this video on you. I said, you're gonna hang out with your man. You're gonna do it with certain men. So I started sending pictures of two guys together. And I don't know if I haven't got on Facebook, so I don't know what he had to say, but I thought it was funny, and I know a couple of them could be mad at me for saying they were talking to somebody. They said, that bitch didn't send me no picture. Oops. Anyway, so the thing about it was that I wanted to see, you know, I wanted to show him exactly what was going on in reference to girls like us as far as relationships and stuff. No, this is all the way all the time. This is why I tell you I can't stay focused. I got knocked off of focus, so forgive me because this video is going to the left. So anyway, I started sending pictures, stuff like that, and, you know, I went on Google to show him, you know, basically, because he was like, well, I thought you went and got everything done, you know. I was like, no, honey, are you ready for all that? He was like, oh, well, okay, because, you know, a lot of stuff, they don't believe it, so you just said it because you want to be with me. So the thing about it was that I went on Google and stuff like that, and I wanted to show him the reference to, you know, as far as being trans and stuff like that, as far as being, you know, in the LGBT and gay or whatever the case may be. And so when I went on there and stuff, I wanted to show some pictures. And I showed the pictures of the guys, you know, who kept saying this man. So I was like, well, let me show you. He says, yo, man. So I put on there, you know, gay couple, gay men and black gay men. So since he was saying this man, I was making, he wasn't gay, he wasn't saying, you know, that was his man, but I was being, you know, I was playing with him. So I went on there to show him pictures of your man, you know, to play a little joke and stuff like this in the pictures. And I found all these pictures of black gay men, and I found pictures of women. And I was like, well, damn, is everybody in a relationship besides me? And how come when it comes to better yet, I'll show you what I found.
Okay, as I was watching Star last night, you know, I wanted to talk about, you know, the issue at hand as far as what we were talking about. If how's the dialogue going to be as far as the Maya Scott being brought out? Now we already know Maya Scott is a transgender woman, and Lee Daniels basically got her on the show. But as I went there, I went on Google and I started noticing these pictures of these guys and stuff. Bed brothers cuddling by surprise, and I'm like, well, damn. And there's another one with all these guys. I was like, well, all these guys are basically out in the forefront as far as, you know, letting people know, because how would people know that these pictures exist if it wasn't even on Google? And I'm looking at how all these guys are in relationships and everything, and they're not even bothered about it and stuff. And then there are people that even took pictures on Michael B. Jordan, basically people putting upset behind the picture and the allegations of things. And you know, it's just funny. So I kept looking. I said, well, let me see how many other people up on here, you know, as far as being the forefront, you know, happy to be who they are, you know, living their life to the truth. And it just, the story, you know, the list has kept going on and on. So even went all the way back as far as our history, homo history. I was like, well, damn. Now, remind you, I'm supposed to be about the star and everything, but I'm like, look at all these men, everybody in relationships. Like, what am I missing here? Like, everybody's in relationship. Even back in the day, you know, we got vintage, you know, homosexuals and stuff. And it's like every race, every creed, it seems like everybody's just looking for, you know, to be happy and stuff. And it seems like happiness was not uncommon ground. It didn't matter what race, whatever case. And besides, so let me look into the lesbians and see if there's couples within that. So then there's women, you know, basically getting married, you know, Canada and stuff. And then there's okay, you know, the black lesbian women and stuff. And so I'm like, well, okay, you're all the way off key here. Now you're looking at all these people that's in relationship that are in the LGBT and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I noticed that all the couples and stuff, you know, they're black. Well, not all black, but they're, you know, they're in relationships stuff. They're in couples and stuff. It's like, well, this is good. Where's the transgender people? Because I want to find out, you know, if there's a trans woman with a man, because that's like taboo. Then I found that there were transgenders that were in relationships, stuff like that. It's like, oh my goodness, who knew? Oh, this is just getting good. Transgender man pregnant by a transgender partner. Oh, this is good. I'm like, okay, this is good. Okay, the transgender women are getting men and stuff like that. I mean, then also there's also the trans man in relationship with a gay guy. I was like, well, damn, it's just all the way off the scale. And okay, let's try black trans woman. Oh, okay, Antoine. Oh, they're relationship. Let me see some more black couples. I want to find a black couple. And there was Amaya Scott. I don't know if they're relationship or not, but there was with her, well, alleged boyfriend. Anyone married? Then there was Janet Mock and Aaron. Now, I don't know if about her, but she wrote a book and stuff like that and find it realness. And she got married. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, transgender people do get married and stuff, and they're living the dream and stuff. But the sad part about this, she was the only black one that I found that was, besides Antoine, the relationship, that was up on the whole thing. The rest of it was packed with transgenders being murdered, and it was not nothing else. And you might be saying, well, Raven, why are you even looking on here? Because the whole conversation was someone that was talking to me and stuff like that, and they were asking me, Raven, how come too many of you girls don't have relationships with guys and stuff? I'm talking about the black ones. I'm not talking about the ones, I'm talking about the black ones. And I was like, I don't know. We don't never seem to make it to the altar, but we always seem to make it to the grave.
Okay. You see that? So at that point, I was like, it is what it is. I was like, some mother got to compose you back together and everything. And I was just like, I thought it was so cute and funny, but the thing about it, I understand that when the worlds collide and stuff like that, we're living in two different worlds, and they're living in that world as far as being, a straight man. You're looking at me, you looking at all my oopalas and my cherries and my grapefruits and you thinking, and you ain't ready for everything, and the thing about it is that the innocentness is still here in the world. I guess that's why when guys mess with younger girls, it's like they want to get a younger, because she ain't jaded yet, and I guess the younger guys are looking for experiment and stuff. It's so funny how the world really works and stuff, and that's the reason why I saw it as far as Star and stuff, and I'm going to support Amaya Scott, and I thought it was very interesting. And I was watching her with the guy. She pulled the date and stuff. I was like, okay, I don't need to see this either. But I thought it was still good. I'm not really off the burner yet. I'm still kind of there. I'm there because of Maya. I'm just be honest. I was only there for her for the first place. I will be with her in the second place. But that man thing still is going to bother me a little bit. But now I feel as though, and I'm going to stick behind my grounds, like I said before, you need to educate people, because like I said before, I'm going to say it again. There are parents that are watching in the room with the door closed, and you could be educating them on how to treat their children. And to sit up there and make the mother sit up there and do all this type of thing is not really helping, as far as my opinion. Just my opinion. I have to stand in that ground and still stand behind. I'm going to stand behind it to the end, but I was distracted, and I was kind of on it off. I did not watch the whole thing and stuff like that. I did not watch it. Mother had the little young man in her ear, the little boys put me away. Anyway, the being said, I'm sorry for all the stuff, but anyway, I saw your feedback, and I'm with a lot of you girls as far as what you said and stuff. Anyway, don't be mad at me, your big sister being a lot of mess to these little young men, and let them get in trouble when they see this video and stuff, but it is what it is. Anyway, the being said, I just want to give you a little idea of what happened to me as far as yesterday, why I did not really get into the TV show. Anyway, I just want to let you know I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the